Print-on-demand can be an amazing way to make money online. One reason is because you can start a print-on-demand business with no startup costs and no inventory needed. If you're a beginner and you want to start selling products online, starting a business with print-on-demand is really low risk and could just be the next right step for you. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over an overview of what print-on-demand actually is, how to find the right print-on-demand provider for your business, how to integrate it with your e-commerce store, and all the steps you'll need to take to get started with print-on-demand as a complete beginner. So if that sounds good to you, just keep watching. Welcome back to the channel, friends. If this is our first time meeting, hi, I'm so glad you're here. I'm Kate. I'm a wife, mom, Etsy seller, and business coach, and I'm here to help you start and scale your online business so that you can make a full-time income doing what you love. So maybe you've heard of print-on-demand before, maybe you're not super familiar with what print-on-demand is, but in today's video, like I said, I'm gonna be breaking this down step by step. So if you're a complete beginner, you're in the right place. We're gonna be talking about exactly what print-on-demand is and the whole process and what you can do even today to get started with your own online business using a print-on-demand model if you feel like that's what's right for you. So first, let's talk about what print-on-demand actually is. So when you sell products online with print-on-demand, you as the seller are creating designs that are going to be going onto physical products like t-shirts, hoodies, mugs. There's a lot of different physical products you can sell with print-on-demand. So you are creating the design that's going to be on those physical products and sold to your shoppers. But the catch is that you're not actually responsible for fulfilling that order. So when someone buys from you in your shop print-on-demand, you're partnering with a print-on-demand provider or a company that actually gets that sale and will take your design, print it onto that physical product, and take care of the shipping and fulfillment, that whole process of actually creating the product and sending it out to your customer. So you're never actually physically touching or handling your products that you're selling unless you order some samples for yourself, which gives this business model some major passive income potential. So a basic overview of the print-on-demand process is this. You'll be choosing a print-on-demand provider, which we'll talk more about in just a minute, and you'll be pairing it and integrating it with your e-commerce shop, which we'll also talk more about in just a minute. So you have those two at play, your print-on-demand provider paired with your e-commerce shop, which you are then stocking with your print-on-demand products. So like I mentioned, there's hundreds of different products you can choose from. You can choose from hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, leggings, tote bags. There are so many different choices, but you, as the seller, are choosing which physical products you want to offer to your buyers. You're putting your own unique designs on those, and then you're going to be paying your print-on-demand provider to actually print and fill those orders for you every time a sale comes in. So they're the ones printing it, shipping out to your customer, so it becomes passive for you at that point. Your print-on-demand provider will have a base cost for each different type of product that they're offering. So whatever you choose for your products, if you get a sale on that through your shop, you're then going to be paying that base cost to your print-on-demand provider, but you get to decide what your final pricing is in your shop. So whatever extra you get from that sale beyond that base price is your profit that you get to keep. So some really great reasons why people love print-on-demand is that you don't have to have any startup costs. Most print-on-demand providers will let you start for free, and then you just pay that base cost when you get a sale for the product that you sell. You also don't have to order any inventory to get started because you're not actually physically handling the products. It's all housed at your print-on-demand provider's warehouse or facilities. So you don't have to spend upfront cost ordering inventory, trying to guess on sizes and things like that. You can actually just create designs and list these products on your shop and actually test them to see if the designs work, if they're going to make sales, if they're going to become profitable without any risk of upfront costs and upfront inventory ordering. Like I mentioned, this is a great way to make passive income because once you create the design and you list it on your shop, your work is done at that point and your print-on-demand provider is the one that fulfills and ships the order. So you're never having to worry about packaging, shipping. You can literally just do the work of designing and then make money every time a sale comes in. Okay, so let's walk through the steps that you'll need to go through in order to start your print-on-demand business. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is research some different print-on-demand providers and decide on which one is best for you. There's a lot of different print-on-demand providers out there. Some of the most popular ones are Printful, Printify, Gelato, and Awkward Styles. I have Printful and Awkward Styles linked in the description box below if you'd like to check out either of those. Those are both great options that I recommend for you, but there are a lot of different good ones. So you want to research on your own and decide which one would be best for your business. So there's a few things to take into consideration when you are researching and comparing these different print-on-demand providers. One thing you want to think about is actually how many different types of products this company offers for you. Do they have a wide variety for you to choose from? Do they offer the types of products that you're wanting to sell? And also, how good is their quality of their products and their printing? So one thing you can do for this is to actually order your own samples, order a few different things so that you can actually touch and feel it yourself and see what the quality is. You can also look at reviews of people that have sold with this print-on-demand provider before and make sure that they have glowing reviews from those who have partnered with them. You also want to take into consideration their fulfillment centers, and you can look on their website to see how many fulfillment centers they have, where they're located, and are they global? Because that's one thing you want to think about is if you want to sell internationally, you want to make sure that your print-on-demand provider has fulfillment centers and offers global shipping to the areas that you'd like to sell to. A lot of print-on-demand providers will also offer a mockup generator, which is a really awesome and helpful tool on their website for you to be able to see your designs and actually create designs right there on the mockups that they provide. So these could be pictures and mockups of real people wearing t-shirts or wearing the hoodie or the leggings, whatever it is that you're designing, and you can actually right there on that mockup generator create your design and see what it would look like on a real person. So I recommend that you only choose a print-on-demand provider that offers a mockup generator tool. Another super important thing to consider when choosing a print-on-demand provider is what e-commerce platforms do they integrate with. So each print-on-demand provider will integrate with different platforms like maybe Amazon, Etsy, Woocommerce, Shopify. So you want to make sure that whatever platform you're thinking of selling on with your shop is able to be integrated and synced with your print-on-demand provider. You'll easily be able to look at their website and look under the integration section to see what platforms they sync with. Now you also want to consider their shipping times to make sure that they have a fast turnaround so that when a buyer purchases from you, they're receiving their order from the print-on-demand provider in ideally less than a week from the time that they order. And then you also want to look at the base prices for the products you're thinking about and sort of do some math in your head to see if you could actually price these items at a reasonable, competitive price for the platform that you're selling on to make sure that you'll be able to pay that base cost for the product and then also have a good amount left for your profit. You can compare pricing for the base cost of their products and for the different plans that these different print-on-demand providers offer by going and looking at the pricing section on their website. Okay, the second step after you've chosen the right print-on-demand provider is to choose your platform for your e-commerce shop. So this is going to be different because you're not actually hosting your shop on the print-on-demand provider's website. You have to have your own shop website. The options here are you can either start a shop on a marketplace like Etsy, Amazon, or eBay, or you can start your own shop with your own website that you own that's not a marketplace with something like Shopify. So it just depends if you want to be on a marketplace selling or do you want to have your own website. There's pros and cons to each, so if you're not really sure, I would recommend doing some research to see what the benefits of each of those are. But generally, you'll be able to integrate with either of those if you choose one of those major print-on-demand providers. The next step is sort of a combo step. So the two parts of this step are to pick your product type that you want to offer and then pick your specific niche that you want to offer your designs in. So what I mean by the first part of this, your product type, is simple. It's just choosing what types of products you want to offer. So if you want t-shirts or mugs or tote bags, there's so many different types of products like I mentioned before. So you can go on your print-on-demand provider's website and look through what products they offer. And then of course, you're not going to want to offer all 300 different types of products in your shop. So you need to narrow it down to a few different types of products that you're going to focus on. And then the second part of this is to niche down into a specific design style. So what niche do you want to focus on? Let's say that for your product type, you've chosen apparel. So you're choosing t-shirts and hoodies and sweatshirts and leggings, right? But then you need to know exactly what niche, what types of designs you're going for, what your target customer is going to be looking for. So you could have a t-shirt shop that is based on Western designs, or you could have one that's based on parent designs with mom and dad and pregnancy t-shirts, right? You could have one that's based on pets. You could have a dog shop where all of your designs are cute little dog graphics and quotes having to do with pets. So there's a lot of different niches. You want to research and figure out something that you would enjoy, that you're passionate about, but also that's going to be profitable on your platform. So choose your product type and your niche. Now I go a lot deeper into how to do this kind of trend research to figure out some different trend elements that you can incorporate into your designs in some of my other videos, but I do offer a trend elements cheat sheet that is totally free to you. If you want to download it, I'll link it in the description box below. This is a PDF guide that you can reference as you're doing some research to specifically choose a niche that's going to be high in demand and make a profit for you. So this is a guide of how to look for those different trend elements that you can incorporate into your designs and your style, and a list of over 85 different prompts to get your brain going as far as what to look for when you're doing this kind of product research. Okay, the next step is super fun, and this is where you're going to start actually creating your designs. So remember I said you're not fulfilling the orders, but you actually are creating the designs to put on the products. So when you're creating your designs, there's a few different options here. Number one is to use one of my favorite websites, placeit.net. You can literally do anything you need just about on placeit.net with graphic design, mockups, creating t-shirt or hoodie designs, or whatever product you're going to be putting your design on. They have a ton of different templates that you can start with. So even if you're a complete beginner, Placeit is a great place to use the templates. You can change the fonts, the colors, the graphics. You can really make the design your own, but it takes a little bit of the intimidation out of starting from scratch because you are starting with a template that a professional designer has already put together, and then you're just editing it and changing what it says to make it your own. So I love Placeit, especially for those who are beginners and maybe don't have any design experience. Of course, you can always design from scratch on Placeit as well, but they do have the templates there that are an option for you, as well as an amazing library of mockups that you can use if you have their unlimited plan as well. So I'm going to link Placeit in the description box below, and if you use that link, that is my affiliate link, you'll get a discount on that unlimited plan, which makes it super affordable to pay for that monthly. I believe it's like $6 or $7 a month with that discount, and I think that is a great option for beginner designers. Another option for beginners would be to use the combination of Canva and then also a website like Creative Fabrica or Creative Market. So what I mean by this is you can use Canva even on their free plan to use as your canvas to design on, but you can purchase graphic elements or fonts or things that you'll need to include in that design on a website that sells those sort of digital assets. Websites like Creative Market, Creative Fabrica are amazing. Those are my top two favorite. You can also get those kind of things on Etsy as well, but I recommend this for beginners because again, you're not having to start from scratch. You can purchase specific graphics or elements or fonts that you want to use on these websites and then bring them over to Canva and actually create your design on Canva. I have Creative Fabrica and Creative Market both linked in the description as well. And also Canva, if you'd like to try out their pro plan for a free 30-day trial, that'll be linked below as well. And the third option here is to create your design on the print-on-demand platform itself. So like I mentioned before, a lot of the major print-on-demand providers will have a mockup generator where you can actually create your design right there on their website. So unlike what we were just talking about, which is where you would create your own design on a separate website or platform and then upload it to your products on the print-on-demand provider's website, you're actually creating the design right there on their website on the mockup generator. So this is an option if you don't want to create your own design separately. You can always try this as well for an option to create your designs. Okay, so once you've created your designs, you've put them on the products that you want to offer and created the whole product, then you can actually order samples for yourself before you sell it to anyone else so that you can actually order those samples and get them in and physically touch them, see the quality of the shirt or whatever product it is, feel what it feels like, see the printing, and make sure that it's top quality before you start offering it to others. So I recommend that you order a few samples. You don't need to go crazy with this, but order a few so that you can touch and feel it yourself and really stand behind the quality of what you're offering. Another great reason you might want to have samples on hand is for marketing purposes. So if you want to take photos of yourself wearing it or friends wearing it, you can use those photos for marketing purposes, either on your email marketing, social media, whatever you're using to put the word out there about your shop. It's great to have some personal photos with your product in hand. Once you have your samples in hand, you're happy with the quality, you've created your products, and you're ready to sell them, you want to make sure that your print-on-demand provider is synced and integrated with your e-commerce shop. So there should be tutorial videos on your print-on-demand provider's website on how to actually sync and integrate the two, which it's usually a super easy process, but you want to make sure to go through the steps to integrate those two so that then you can create your listings with your products and publish them. So once they're synced, you're gonna be publishing your listings to your e-commerce shop. Let's say you're selling on Etsy or Shopify. You're gonna be publishing those listings to your shop there, and every time a sale is made or an order comes in, it's gonna automatically send it over to your print-on-demand provider, and they're going to automatically fill and ship that order for you. Now, you wanna make sure that you create top-notch listings, which includes really great photographs. One popular way to do this is with mock-ups. If you don't feel confident taking your own photos of your own products, you can use mock-ups, which are an image that is like someone wearing a blank t-shirt or whatever the product is, and you can put your own design on there and use that on your listing as the image. So you're not having to take your own photos. You're literally just using a professional photo of someone wearing your blank product, putting your design on there and making it your own for your listing image. So if you want to use mock-ups, again, you can get some great mock-up images on places like Placeit.net, Creative Fabrica, and Creative Market. And then the last step after you have published your listings and you're open for business is that you want to market your e-commerce shops. I go through a lot of different types of digital marketing here on this channel for people that are selling products online. My top 3 favorite forms of digital marketing to use are social media marketing, email marketing, and influencer marketing. So you're going to be partnering with influencers to be featured on their accounts. Now, I do have some videos that go way further into this. If you're interested, you can watch those to get a heads up on how to do this sort of marketing, but you want to make sure to get the word out there about your shop so that people know you exist and you can start getting those sales in. Now, those are all the steps to get started, but I wanted to throw in one extra tip here, and this is that a lot of print-on-demand providers will offer the ability to have branded pack-ins or marketing materials and also your own custom labeling on your products. So what this means is you can actually add a label to your products. Let's say it's a t-shirt. You can actually have a custom label inside or outside of the t-shirt with your logo on it, so it appears even more professional. It's even more branded with your company's branding and logo, and it looks like it's coming straight from you, which makes the experience even more special for the shopper. And you can also include branded packaging. So you can include branded marketing flyers or things that are considered pack-ins that go inside your package. And the print-on-demand provider will actually offer this. They'll house these materials at their warehouse and make sure that those are included in every package that goes out as well. So that's just a fun additional way to up your professionalism with this print-on-demand model and make sure that your customer is having a great experience purchasing from you. Now, this is not necessary. Of course, it's an added cost onto what you're going to be having to pay. So of course, if you're on a really tight budget to begin with, you don't have to have branded packaging, but it is out there as an option for you with most print-on-demand providers. So that's it, friend. That is an overview of how print-on-demand works and what you can do to get started today. Like I said before, this has major potential to earn you some passive income. So I definitely would lean into this if you're thinking about using print-on-demand at all. And don't forget to download that Trend Elements cheat sheet that I mentioned. It's totally free for you, linked below, and that's going to give you a head start as you're niching down, figuring out what products to offer, what styles and design types to offer, what niche to focus on. That's going to lead you through how to actually find what is profitable and in demand and selling currently to ensure that your products are going to be flying off the shelves. Now, if you've been around the channel any length of time, you know that I am an Etsy seller myself. I love Etsy as a platform for beginners to sell on. So if you're interested in learning more about selling on Etsy, you can click or tap the square on the screen right now, and it'll take you over to one of my Etsy strategy videos. Bye, friends.